This is how I easily doubled my lead flow with AI. And to give you guys an understanding, this has allowed me to exponentially grow without abandoning my religious beliefs. Bro, like I had like 500 followers in the past few days, lots of qualified ACPs and lots of dream followers. Having this system has allowed me to connect with brothers around the world and build a community where we help and grow each other. Mubarak from Egypt, Kays from the UK, Hassan from Australia, Elmi from Australia as well, Zaid from America, and Mo from Dubai. Couldn't fit everyone in, but there's so many brothers I've been able to connect around the world. So we break this down in 5 simple steps: market data, content strategy, organic and ad strategy, irresistible lead magnet, and client research. So with market data, we have to understand our total addressable market in the intersections. Dream follower and ICP are the same person. ICP just has the money. For example, my dream follower could be someone that is Muslim, but my ICP is a Muslim who runs a service-based business. And the more you post content about your dream follower, the more you attract your ICP. So what is the dream follower? These are the questions that you must ask. So when you're creating content, you need to understand who you're speaking to. Who are they? What deep craving drives them? What does their dream life look like? There's a lot more that I can fit in this video. And our ICP, some question that you would ask yourself is, how much are they making? What business slash service are they providing? What is their current situation? And what's their desired outcome? The more you understand the difference between the dream follower and the ICP, the more you're able to target them. So your content makes you a audience full of qualified buyers. And we create content slash ads to attract and nurture our leads. And have to give credit to Josh Agbizit. So he was my personal brand coach. I invested in him to help me grow my personal brand, and I got this from him. So anything about personal branding, I learned from Josh. Your brand must link to your dream followers. Your ideas must be shaped into 3 pillars: authenticity, growth, and authority. And then once you have a content idea, you have to package it into a format. And a format is essentially how a content idea is packaged. With authenticity, authenticity-based content is your personality, what you're known for, your values, and everything centered around you. Growth, this content is designed to go viral. You basically take viral ideas and remix and create them for yourself. Authority, this is content made around your skill sets, lifestyle, and the amount of money you make. It makes you someone worthy of listening to and builds a level of admiration around you. And then with format, you just package it differently. For example, this one, it has black bars. This one is a raw talking head. This one is a skit. Next is scripting. Once you have your content idea, you need to know how to script properly. So this is the wide TAM hook law. So the wide total addressable market hook law. This hook addresses the widest total addressable market possible. The body of the video does the narrowing. So every framework in this SOP opens on a broad, vague, universal line that almost anyone will react to, then funnels down to the ICP as the script progresses. Reach is the hook's only job. The filter happens in the body, never in the first line. In short form, the hook is the first 3 seconds. So this law is doubly load bearing here. A lot of people start off their hook with, if you're not booking sales calls, but this only targets frustrated business owners. So 95% of people scroll instantly. But if you say, how many of you guys work this Sunday? You only need one person to believe in you. You're losing 80,000 and you can't see it. Everyone leans in, then the body narrows to, oh, this is for business owners. The TAM test runs on every hook before it's written, with the person completely outside the niche still pause in this line. If only a Muslim coach slash agency owner would react. Too narrow, widen it. If a student, nurse, and a shop owner would all react, it's top of funnel already. So I learned this from Suway. It's one of the content calls that he ran in Katnas, which is Josh's personal coaching program. And then you have the scripting frameworks. You have question, conflict, answer, hook, backstory, epiphany, come up, outcome, want, goal, get changed. The dialogue, which is youth versus philosopher. Hook, retain, reward, which is Alex Moses' content unit, raw, direct to camera monologue. So the dialogue, youth versus philosopher, which is framework 4, the 2 character dialectic top of funnel video. I got that from reading The Courage to Be Disliked and watching Shiraz Muslim. First 3 are from Josh. Again, I learned it from him. A lot of my personal branding knowledge comes from Josh. So now I'm going to go over examples of each framework. So in framework 1, we have question, conflict, answer, and we must follow the wide hook law. So how many of you were still working at 11 p.m. last night? Conflict. You told yourself it was a busy week, and it wasn't. It's every week. And the reason isn't that you're lazy. It's that everything in your business still runs through you. You are the offer, the setter, the closer, the fulfillment, and you didn't build a business, you bought yourself a second job with worse hours. Answer: the Prophet ﷺ said, 2 blessings which many people lose, health and free time. Sahih al-Bukhari 6412. Losing it doesn't look like laziness, it looks like being busy. So stop asking how to work harder. Ask which single task done by a system by you gives you back the most hours this week. That's the only question that compounds. Framework 2, hook, backstory, epiphany, come up, outcome. Hook: the busiest year of my life was also the year I made the least progress. Backstory: I was doing everything myself. Every message, every call, every deliverable. If I stopped, it stopped. Epiphany: I realized I wasn't short on effort, I was short on structure. My skill had no machine around it, so all of it leaked back into my calendar. Come up. I wrote down every repeating task for 1 week, then built one system for the loudest one, then the next. Outcome: same skill, same dean, same me, different container. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. The ease came after the building and never before it. One goal get changed. I wanted more clients. So I did what everyone says: more posts, more DMs, more calls, more hours. I got them, and then I couldn't sleep because now I owed 12 people work I had no system to deliver. What I actually wanted was never more clients, it was more time. Clients was just the word I used for it. And that there's nothing for man except that for which he strives. Surah Najm 53:39, Sahih International. Your reward is tied to your striving, so be very careful what you're striving toward. Framework 4. So you have the youth saying, I don't have time, that's the whole problem. The philosopher: you have the same amount as everyone who's ahead of you. So what are you actually short of? Easy for you to say, you've got people, I'm doing all of it myself. Then you're not short of time, you're short of a system. And the system is what buys the time back. The Prophet ﷺ said, the feet of a servant will not move in the day of judgment until he has asked about his life and how he spent it, and about his youth and how he used it. You won't be asked about how busy you were, you'll be asked where it went. Oh, I've never counted it like that. Most people don't, and that's why it disappears. Framework 5. Hook, retain, reward. I lost about 1,000 hours last year and have nothing to show you for it. Not to a holiday, not to laziness. 2. Rewriting the same message, rebuilding the same offer, re-explaining the same thing to every new person, because none of it was written down anywhere. Every week I rebuilt from scratch and called it working. By time, indeed, mankind is in loss. Allah swears by the one thing that none of us can earn back. So here's what I did. Everything I said more than twice, I wrote once. That single rule is what turned my skill into a system, not more hours, fewer repeats. So those are examples of each framework that I just walked you through. Ads is easy. It's literally the same as content, but make it all about testimonials. So you have the ICP call out, you have the value testimonial, and you have the CTA. Record 50 different hooks, 10 different values, 3 different CTAs, mix and test and see which one performs the best. So for example, you're a Muslim man, your kids look at you like you've got everything figured out, your wife looks at you like you've got everything figured out, and you carry that. You never let them see you struggle, but you know there's a level you're meant to reach for them, and something keeps stopping you short and you don't know what it is. It's not effort, you work hard, it's that you're carrying the whole thing on your own back, and that's not a you problem, that's a system problem. Alright, watch this. You're a Muslim man who's good at what you do. You're better than half the brothers that you see online, the ones that are winning online, and you know it, but you watch them pull ahead while you stay stuck at that same level, and something keeps stopping you short and you don't know what it is. It's not effort, you work hard, it's that you're carrying the whole thing on your own back, and that's not a you problem, that's a system problem. You're doing the Alright, watch this. You're a Muslim man and you can feel it. There's a version of you that's operating at the level, and that's not a you problem. That's see, so this one you can tell is a hook test. The hook are all different, but the value stays the same. Okay, see which hook works the most, and then see which value works the most, and then see which CTA works the most. And I could end the video there, but if I gave you a half working mechanism and gatekeep the rest, I'm afraid Allah will question me on it on the day of judgment. So the next bit is literally lead flow. Once you have lead flow, you need a unique mechanism for your lead magnet. For context, a lead magnet is something you give to your prospects in exchange for their contact details. And the average business owner gives out PDFs, free audits, quizzes, and AI slop. And that affects your brand so much because they can only judge your paid stuff off of your free stuff. So if your free stuff is trash, they will think your paid stuff is trash as well. That's why I give out full stack solutions. My lead magnet / free content lets people make money so they can afford my paid stuff, because if I make them more money, they will trust me more than anyone else, and my paid stuff scales them to the moon. For example, I give out a 30-minute full stack course on offers, leads, closing, and onboarding. I have a 1-hour AI breakdown. Someone in the comments said this helped them reach the first 1K month with AI. I hope that's true, inshallah, but I don't know the brother, so inshallah that is true. So your free stuff is meant to make them money, but the reason why people take longer is because of 2 things: accountability and direction. The reason why people succeed more in a mentorship is because of 4 things: accountability, direction, community, plug and play systems. This is how, like, bro, there's so many ways up the mountain, and the fastest way to the top of that mountain is because of these 4 things. And this is why K's closed a 20K deal with a 6K a month retainer. Ask yourself realistically, what is the chances of you closing a 5-figure deal like that without investing in yourself? K's deep down believed that he knew he was someone worth investing in, so he invested in himself. And that belief plus tawakkul made it super easy. Like, I'm asking you now, bro to bro, can you genuinely imagine yourself closing something like that without holding yourself accountable. Like bro, drop the ego and ask yourself, can I actually even imagine myself doing that, right? Can you even imagine yourself hitting your first 10k a month without being accountable? Like a fitness coach, do you think if you're someone that is super overweight, do you think that you can lose 40, 30, 50 kilograms without investing into a fitness coach? It's impossible. I was literally in the barber shop the other day, and this brother went from 123 kg to 75 kg, and I said, how did you lose that much? Like, did you do that by yourself? He goes, no, bro. I had the fitness coach. It's impossible to lose that much without a coach. Why? Because a coach holds you accountable. That fear of embarrassment is super strong, right? Embarrassment of what? Like, you investing into this, you're embarrassed of not actually showing up. You're embarrassed of being disappointed in this person's face. You're embarrassed that the money and time that you've spent, you're just gonna put it to waste. And that is what forces you to succeed. Accountability, direction, community, and then systems, the actual right systems. It's the same in everything. The reason why you succeed in uni is because you're paying 9k a year. The reason why you succeed in a fitness coach is because you're paying him so much money. So after that, I run the appointment setting and closing framework. I go in depth on the setting and closing process in this video right here, how to make stupid money running a halal AI agency. But because of time, I'll quickly skim over it in this video. So setting them down, you must make them say these things: the problem that they have, an experience of that problem, make them say the cause of the experience, and then make them say how long it's been happening for. Hey bro, this is John. You reached out to us actually about a form that you filled out looking to possibly get some help with XYZ. Does that sound about right? Okay bro, so kind of just walk us through your process right now. So what were you hoping you could possibly change for you by looking into this? What were you currently doing day to day? What do you feel is keeping you from where you actually want to be? How long has that been sitting with you? You see how it's just questions after questions. You want them to qualify themselves for you, and then bridging the gap from a pain to go, you have the financial qualification, and then you have the send lead to a group chat with closer and send trust assets and 1 hour reminder before the call. So assume the close. Okay, does 3 p.m. work tomorrow for you? And this script right here is how you financially qualify. So with the sales call framework, it's a 9-step procedure. You have the opener, situation, problem awareness, alignment, success phase, reality check, presentation, and logistical objection. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Yaki. How are you? Amazing, bro. So just kind of walk me through what you do right now. Okay, so you're an agency owner. Okay, so besides manually outreaching for your agency, do you at least like the process that you're using right now? No, not really. It's kind of annoying, bro. Like, it takes too much time. Well, have you ever considered the reason this keeps happening, you not having the time, you feeling burnt out, is because you don't have the right system in place that can help you save a lot more time that is meant to be used on keeping the ball rolling with your business? Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, so what have you done in the past to get to having more time, by implementing AI, improving your AI agency, besides just YouTube books and that sort of stuff? They give a reason why they didn't. Okay bro, so you didn't have the time. I mean, there's two types of people, right? The type of person says they don't have the time, which means they can't, which means they won't. Or the person that says, I know I don't have the time, so I have to be resourceful with that time so I can get to where I want to be. Who do you think is going to get to their goal faster? Obviously the latter, right? So bro, like, what do you feel you would really need an AI system so you could get your time back, which will allow you to make more money? Okay, let's say I could help you with AI. If you were to fast forward a year from now, then what do you want to be making if you were to put a number to it? Okay, 10k a month. That's amazing. Well, 20k a month. All right. Well, with how you're doing things now, how close are you to being able to achieve 20k a month? So what if you never get to experience what it's like to make 20k a month because you keep delaying the time, making excuses about the money, and not holding yourself accountable? Oh yeah, it affects my mom, it affects my family, it affects the wife that want to get married. Look bro, I can help you get to where you want to be, but you just have to be committed. How committed are you to actually getting to that next level? Yeah man, I'm super committed. So earlier you've said you've looked into AI but no AI system. So what we do, install an entire operating system. It comes in 3 layers. So in layer 1, you have the AI system. In pillar 2, you have the curriculum, training / service. Pillar 3, you have the room access plus community. Obviously you don't just say that, you have to add more details into it. If they give a money objection, okay bro, could I share perspective on the money, because I've been there before as well. Which one's more risky, you staying where you're at and then eventually your children inheriting the demons you face today, or overcoming that hurdle of not having the money and start aiming for getting the skill set you need to have the time for what truly matters? They're obviously going to say here, after that, what you want to do is, so bro, I can help you with the money. A lot of people don't come to us with all the money in the world. So if we were to break it down in smaller chunks, would that help you? Boom, close. So now I'm going to go over the client research. So you have the onboarding process, which is the onboarding forms, onboarding call, and sales call. Once you collect this data, bro, the AI just gets better and faster. This data is used to make better ideas and scripts, better understanding of the market that you're serving, create better lead magnets, and get better at sales. So for example, I literally asked Claude, what are the deepest pain points in the ICP language bank? The ICP language bank, to give you guys context, is what my clients are saying to themselves, what the people in the DMs are saying to me, what the people in my comments are saying to me, what my clients are saying on the onboarding forms. Right here, the AI system read the full bank. There's about 1,000 lines and about 50 sources. So number one, the biggest, deepest pain point is me. self-compliance failure. Source number one is Mubarak, a real client of mine. I feel like the reason I didn't succeed at the end of the day was most likely like if I really wanted to, I would have, it was just like me, right? So he would have done it, but he didn't hold himself accountable. Ahmed, dabbler's paralysis, his own coined term. Hassan, I've got a calendar, but the thing is this now. I've prepared it, but I don't follow it. Elmi, I've been stuck in it for too long. If I'm being brutally honest, it's procrastinating. People are saying it themselves. If you were to get that validated idea and put it into a video, bro, you are gonna blow up. You're gonna double your lead flow. A better understanding of the market that you're serving. So, my dream follower is a Muslim man who wants to build something of his own, halal and be known for it. 21 to 45, practicing UK West. He's in the diaspora. Married, marriage minded. He's an agency owner, coach, creative, freelancer, editor, AI curious, already convinced AI is the leverage. His craving to be known as a Muslim entrepreneur. He wants to do ummah. He wants to provide for his family. His dream life is his business runs without him. Time free for his family, worship and charity. The lie he tells himself. Hustle first and deen later. Halal money isn't big money. Only show the wins and hide the process. What is he terrified of losing? His connection with Allah. His potential in his money to another guru on the internet. What's his daily annoyance? Manual time eating admin and can't translate his vision into content and he is the business. All of this is from data that people have filled out. My sales calls, my onboarding forms, my onboarding calls, my one-to-one calls with my clients, and then creating better lead magnets. Give me the best lead magnet for my ICP. Your ICP's deepest wound is theme 20. The problem is me. Literally what we said over here in better ideas and script. That's literally what we said over there, what the deepest pain point is. So it ranked the best lead magnets, which is the bottleneck diagnostic, a 12-question scorecard that tells a Muslim agency owner or coach whether the real constraint is content slash brand or sales slash acquisition, with a scored breakdown and a named next move. I also get better at sales, right? So literally in this example right here, I didn't bring up any buying values. I wasn't really good at logistical objection here, and I didn't bring up the fear slash close. And because of this is literally how I easily doubled my lead flow with AI. I made more money and my closure rate went higher. And if you want the second brain setup with a 30-minute free course on this, get in the link in bio, www.musajave.com. But that's all from me. I hope you guys found that insightful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.